Hello, we're working. Yes. Come and jump on, come and say hello. I do apologise. What time is it? It is 4 minutes past 12. I promise I was actually on time, and then my phone did that thing again. I press live and then the whole thing freezes, which is mildly frustrating, but never mind. I am here now, so that is all good. So I'm just going to give you a minute, just jump on, come and say hello. Happy New Year to you, those of you that I haven't seen yet, and I hope you've had a really good one, and it's been the first 5 days of 2018, and I hope they have brought you loads and loads of good things. I actually really love this time of year because it's where everyone starts to think about their goals a little bit more, kind of reassesses what happened in 2017, what needed to change, what could you have done better, and just gives you that little bit of time to just reassess everything and see how everything's going. And even if you're not a resolutions person, I generally do a couple. This is a really big year for me, and I'll explain why in a little while. Hi Debs! Debs is online, fabulous. Come and jump on, everybody, come and let me know that you're here, and just come say hi if you're watching live. If you're watching on replay, having said that, if you are watching on replay, just pop replay in the comments as well, just so I can see who's here, who's watching it, and just see if I can help you as much as I possibly can. If I know who you are, I can help you with further lives as well. So yeah, as I said, I generally will do a couple of resolutions, nothing big, nothing massively serious. I try and keep everything as general as I can in terms of having an active lifestyle. However, this is a big year for me, and you may be like that as well, that you don't actually, you get to that whole New Year thing and you go, oh, I'm not going to do this whole New Year, New Me thing. And that's fine, that's absolutely fine. Actually, everything that we're going to talk about today can help you with that anyway. But if you do find that this is something that's going to be useful for you, then I really do hope that you can carry it forwards. So yeah, I'm just going to give you a minute to jump on and join. While I wait, here's my little introduction to you. So hi guys, I'm Katrina. If you've never heard me talk before, I am the head of K-Fit. At K-Fit, what we stand for is enjoyable exercise. So getting you first of all to enjoy the exercise that you're doing, and then implementing that exercise into an active lifestyle. So making sure that you can maintain being fit and healthy. Sorry, I've got hit on the brain today. Being fit and healthy all the way through your year, through your livelihood, through your busy routine. No matter how busy you are, you can still get your exercise in, because it's so key on your health, on preventing illnesses, on building strength, just preventing things in later life that could happen. If you can just start thinking about that now, then we're going to have a much better, fitter, happier, healthier, less stressful, more energy, more productive life. I mean, why wouldn't you want to take that? So that's everything that we stand for here at K-Fit. So I'm going to be talking about my buzzword today. So I've talked about this a lot already, and I decided the other day that it is my buzzword for 2018, and that's accountability. So this is going to be a whole big chat on accountability and how I can help you with that. I want to make sure that everyone has a bit of accountability. This is something that you need for any kind of goal, dream, resolution that you have. However, I'm going to be talking about it mainly in the health and fitness area. But as I said, even if you're not feeling it so much for the health and fitness this year, you can have a little listen and you can implement that in whatever kind of goals you have. So, before I get started on that, if I could just ask you one big thing to do for me today is to hit the share button on the video. That's the only thing I tend to ask for within my videos, is that you just hit the share button. Everything that I talk about is to help you with your life, with your health, with your health, with your fitness. And health and fitness is something that everybody needs. So if you could hit that share button, I would really appreciate that. And I would just really thank you so much. Also, if you want to send me a little thumbs up, if you are listening and you are engaged, send me a little thumbs up and it will come across the screen. You'll see your little face come up, and then you'll know that you are listening and you are engaged. As I said, you can do that whether you are watching live or whether it's on replay. If you are watching live, send me a little hi and just let me know that you're here. Just pop hi in the comments and just let me know who's watching. And if you're not watching live, just pop replay so I know that you're having a little look later on. So let's jump into it then. My big buzzword for 2018 is accountability. Accountability is something that you need for any kind of goal. I'm going to go into it, and I've got some stats here for you as well, for those of you that want some numbers and that kind of thing. But I have found already, and we are on the 5th of January, I've found already the accountability that I have given myself towards my big goals for 2018 is already working, and I'm already feeling it. So as I said, I have big goals, and I know I need that accountability to stick to them. So first of all, have we ever created goals in the past? If you have created a goal in the past, just send me a little love heart and let me know. If you have set any kind of goal in the past, I'm sure that most of us have. Send me a little love heart across the screen. Then I want you to ask yourself, do they last? Do your goals last? And if they do, then fantastic. If they haven't done, I don't always want to think about this as a negative, but I want you to have a little reflection. Oh, I've got a heart going across the screen. Fab. I think that was Deb's. Fantastic. Deb's, I know the goals that you've set, and they're fab. So yeah, have your goals last. And probably the likelihood is, of all the goals that you've set, there's been 2 or 3, or maybe more, maybe less, that haven't lasted. They've not managed to work. So if that's you, and I can totally do this, send a thumbs up if you've set a goal before and it hasn't lasted. It just starts to fizzle out, and perhaps that's because you haven't held yourself accountable enough. So send me a little thumbs up if that is so. Please, please do. So this is where I feel that accountability is key. I do apologise if I'm looking all over the place. I've got so many notes, so many stats kind of stuck up on my wall at the moment, so on my window, so that I can give you all the right information. So yeah, this is where I feel that accountability is really, really important. And I'm going to talk about your wants and your shoulds a little bit later on, but let's just stick with the accountability for now. So I found a document that's the probability of reaching a goal. And I've talked about this before. This has been in one of our previous lives, but I want to draw it up again today because it's totally about your accountability. So it says you are 10% likely to reach your goal if you just have the idea. If you have the idea, this year I'm going to implement my exercise, and then you start the stop and you hold it there, you're 10% likely to get there. You are 40% more likely to get there if you set yourself a deadline. So if you say, I want to get fit and healthy in the next 12 weeks, you know, that's where I'm going to really work on it, and then from there I'm going to have an implemented active lifestyle. You're more likely to get there. 50% likely to get there if you have a plan. So if you have a plan in place that you're going to work towards that goal, you're 50% likely to get there. You're 65% likely to get there if you tell someone. So if you voice your goals for whatever it is, whatever you're trying to do, you're 65% likely to get there. However, if you have accountability and you have that between someone or a group of people or your best friend, your partner, you have that accountability and you're held to it, you are 95% more likely to get there. 95%. So that's why I feel like accountability is really, really key to this. And I hope you're feeling that too. And I just hope those stats have resonated with you. I'm actually going to share this document over the weekend, so you can have a little look for yourself. You don't have to remember all those numbers. I'll share the document. So just have a little check back over the weekend and you'll be able to see that. So right now, through this live, I am going to give you your 90%, your chance, your opportunity to claim the 95%. And I'm also, just while I'm here, I'm going to take that 65%, yeah, 65%, so that I can voice it to you guys what my goals are, and then I take that 65% for me. So I hope that's okay. I'm going to take 65%, but I'm going to give you an opportunity to take your 95% as well. So I'm going to go for my 65% first. My goals for 2018. So you may have seen from all my cheesy photos and all my new fitness top. I'm getting a new fitness bottle as well. I'm getting married this year. I am a 2018 bride. I'm marrying my amazing partner Andy, and I'm really, really excited. And for a really, really long time it felt distant, and then we toasted in the new year, and then all of a sudden it just all came really, really real, and we looked at each other and we went, we get married this year, and it's just mental. It's crazy. I can't really quite believe it. But we are getting married this year. It felt distant for such a long time. So I have a big goal for this, and it's not just for our wedding day. I don't really feel like we should do it just for one day. We should be able to do it for ourselves, kind of no matter what the situation is. You don't have to get married to be fit and healthy. I just think that's a little bit silly. However, something about it being this year has got me into like bride mode. I am ready and I am raring to go. So for me, it's not just for the day, but I actually really want to challenge myself and just see if 2018 I can make myself the fittest and healthiest that I have ever been. And the healthiest that I can be. So fitness wise, I'm fine. I'm a fitness instructor. I exercise a lot. I have heavy exercise for 5 days a week, and then I have 2 days off. I'm fine with that. I know I get enough exercise. However, I really need to focus on my nutrition, and this is a really big thing for me, and I have tried in the past, and I'm not that strict on myself. I can go for about a maximum of 2 weeks. I can be really, really good, and then I just totally let myself off, and it's probably because I've never voiced it enough. It's things that I really want to do. I know I should do. That's the should there that I'm going to talk about a little bit later. I know that I should do it, and I just don't stick to it. I just never do. I go for about 2 weeks and then it fizzles out. And I make this excuse. I make the excuse that I exercise enough, so I don't really need to worry about it. And you know, probably that's probably one of the worst excuses I could give myself. And any excuse actually is bad enough. So you just need to ditch the excuses and just go for it. So as I said, midnight, 1st of January, I kind of went into bride mode, and I'm not having any more excuses about this. And I know this sounds silly, it's the 5th of January today, it's been 5 days, but I cannot tell you how motivated I have been. Every single bit of food, every time I've got hungry, I have made a decision to go and eat the healthier thing. And in my head, I'm going, you're a bride this year, do you want to eat that? Do you want to do this? Make the right decision. And I do think this is something that choices affect every single day. So, I just want to talk you through what I have done while I'm motivated to ensure that I now succeed and I carry this through. Because as I said, I can go for about 2 weeks and then all of a sudden it just kind of fizzles out, and before I know it, I have a bit of a binge, and then I'm kind of back to where I was, and I don't want that this year. If I can't do it for the year that I am getting married to the love of my life, when am I going to do it? You know, I've got to make sure that I do it this year. So this is what I've done while I'm motivated to ensure that I succeed. So on the 1st of January, I took my measurements. So I have measured everywhere around my body. There's guidelines online that you can go and find to do this if you want to do it at home. Just say, how do I take my measurements? And everything will come up. So taking my measurements, I've recorded them down, and I'm going to re-measure myself monthly. So I have that in place, on track, and I know what I'm going to do. I also, really scarily, took photos of myself. So I stood in my bra and pants, and my partner took photos of me. I have a front profile and a side profile, so that I have that. This is what I look like on the 1st of January. And I actually looked at the photos and I went, ooh, there's Christmas. I'm fine with that, because I totally enjoyed myself over Christmas. I really did indulge. I loved it. I had all the food, all the chocolate, all the cheese, all the wine, everything, and I really enjoyed myself. I don't regret it, but now I saw that photo, this is reality, and now I can get myself into the right mindset to carry on with that. And then also I use the K-Fit Club, so I have shared my goals in there, and a couple of other people have as well, which is really exciting, so that they can hold me accountable. I'm the person in there making sure that everyone else is accountable for that. However, if I can get other people to hold me accountable too, I'm in there. We're all a really lovely little community, so if I can get these goals working, then I've shared them in the club so that I have that bit of extra accountability. I have also, and I sat on the fence about this for a couple of days, and then I just went for it on the 1st of January where I took those photos. A couple of days ago, I shared those in the club as well. So this was something that I was really hesitant about, found that it was really scary. I don't think it matters what shape or size you are, just going, this is me in my underwear, like not really nice pose, nothing like this, literally standing like this, like, there's my love handles. and there's my gut. Like, that's really scary, okay? So just being able to just say, like, this is me, I've put that on there. But I knew I had to do that so that I actually took this that seriously. That's the length I've had to go to ensure that I'm going to commit to this. And I'm fine with that if that's what I have to do. Then I removed the alcohol from my fridge and I replaced it with vegetables and berries and all good foods. All of my alcohol is now in the cupboard, and me and my partner are doing dry January as well. So yeah, really excited about that. And also talking about my partner there, another big thing I did is that I told him. So on New Year, when I was getting all these real feelings that I wanted to do this year, I'm really feeling I can commit to this, I told him. So it was him that took all my measurements, it was Andy that took all my photos, and actually he's doing it too now. So what you can do is you can have that effect on someone else. And when it's someone that's so close to you and you really care about their health and fitness, that's a really nice thing. So yeah, he was taking my photos. He went, oh, will you take my photos as well? Oh, I'm doing my measurements. Oh, will you do my measurements as well? So now we're kind of set. We're set and we're ready to go. And it's really nice when it's with the person that you live with as well, that you're on that kind of journey together. So really excited about that. So now I've put all those things in place and I have such a high level of accountability, really, really high. And as I said, I'm so motivated now that I've managed to set everything up. So when it gets to that point that I am unmotivated and, you know, I just want to reach for the cupboard and get any naughty treats out or anything like that, it's all been put in place so that I can remember why I want to do this and what I'm doing, and this is my year to do it. So having said that, when I've shared all of this in the K-Fit Club, I had a couple of people jump up. Debs was one of them, and so was Sarah, our foodie, and both of them have lost an incredible amount of weight, incredibly inspiring. Love them, love them. And they gave me a little bit of advice. So once I'd posted my photos and said, I'm doing this, I'm going to be so strict on myself, rah, 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 they both jumped up and said, just be wary of how strict you are, because if you cut off absolutely everything, you probably have that moment where you binge, and that's where you bring yourself back to square one. And that really resonated with me because that's what I've done in the past. You know, I've been so good for 2 weeks and then it's just all gone to pot. So I've got to make sure that I am giving myself those rewards, and I'm calorie counting this, and so I know that if I have a few calories spare, then I can take a little treat if I want to. And I'm saying that particularly because I'm doing this special live today talking all about your accountability and telling you all my goals. However, tomorrow I'm on a hen do going to Amsterdam for the weekend. So I know that it's probably not going to be my healthiest weekend, and it's just one of those things that it's in the first weekend of January, so I'm being really, really good, and then all of a sudden, you know, I've done 5 days, yeah, well done, and then I'm going to Amsterdam. However, I know that when I come back, I can jump straight back onto it, and I'll probably feel that I've had a lot of treats, I've probably had a little bit of booze, and I'm going to jump back onto it. Having said that, I said I know I'm doing dry January, I'm going to add on a few days into February. It's a hen do, these things happen, and also I kind of believe that if that means that your life stops because of your goals, and I think you need to reassess them. So those are the kind of things that I just want you to know about, that you can have these big goals and these big things that you want to achieve. However, cut yourself a tiny bit of slack. So, before I move on to that 95% for you, there's a little quote and that I've used before and I absolutely love it, and I just want to give this to you again. Now, this is action beats intention every time. So action beats intention every time. You can talk about what you want to do, you can think about it, but if you don't actually go and make those steps, so if I just talked about it, oh yeah, I'm going to do dry January this year, and then I left the 4 bottles of Prosecco in my fridge, what's going to happen, you know? You just have to make sure that you go and implement those steps and make sure it's all happening. If I talked about being fit and healthy and then didn't take my measurements or didn't take my photos or didn't hold myself accountable, it's less likely to happen. Take the action and make it happen for yourself. So having said that, I talked about wants and should before. I listened to a guy called Richard Tyler the other day. He does Facebook Lives very much like this, and I always have someone that I listen to in the morning while I'm getting ready, around 30 minutes long, so I can just do my hair, do my makeup, have my breakfast, and just listen to someone, and it's really motivating, gets me ready for my day. So I hope that this is something that my videos can work for you too. So yeah, he was talking about goals, and he was talking about when you have a goal, you either say, I want to achieve this, or you go, I should do this. And I think the biggest thing for me this year is that I've looked back at the past and I've said, I should be eating healthier. You know, I should be making sure that I'm getting my 5 fruit and veg a day. I should be looking more at the calories that I'm consuming. I should be looking more at how much sugar intake I'm having. I should be looking at the carbohydrates. I should be looking at this, should be looking at that. And it's all been a should, because I do feel that in the past I have felt like that. I should be doing this. However, now, as I said, I kind of went into bride mode New Year's Day, and I want it. I really, really want it. I want to make sure that 2018 is the fittest and healthiest that I've ever been, and I really want to see how far I can push myself with that. And accountability is key. Richard Tyler the other day also, I was listening to this, who's telling me all about wants and shoulds. I was like, yeah, doing my makeup. Oh yeah, that's really, really good, really like that. And then he said, the most important thing is accountability, making sure that you have that accountability to ensure that you carry on and you do get those goals. And all of a sudden I was like, yes, he said it. So accountability is the buzzword for 2018. Wherever you go, it's accountability. So, I've stalled enough. I've talked to you all about myself, rather selfishly. I've done that first. Now I'm going to give you your 95%. So as we talked about those percentages before, your probability of reaching a goal, you are 95% likely to reach that goal if you have accountability set in place. So let me just talk you through that. Today is a really, really big day for K-Fit. You may have noticed that this has been our big launch day for our new online course, which is HIIT at Home, the 12-week challenge. Now this is our at-home workout using HIIT training. It's been specially or specifically, and I just kind of said both. Let's go for specifically. It's been specifically designed for those of you who have a really, really busy daily routine. Perhaps you have a full-time job, you have kids, maybe you're caring for someone, loads and loads of different reasons that just exercise tends to get pushed into the corner and you don't manage to get it done. And a big thing for me is that I want to turn that around so that we do have an exercise routine that works for the busy person. So that's what I've built, and this is the extended version of our 4-week course. So back in August I launched HIIT at Home Body Confidence in 4 weeks. That was the first 4 weeks of the 12-week challenge, and now it's been extended to that full 12 weeks. So that 5 to 12 are brand new. The first 4 weeks are exactly the same as what you had before. So they're progressive workouts. Week on week, you get a new workout to sink your teeth into. They're 30 minutes long. However, the way the workout has been built, you can actually decrease it if you need to, so you can go to 10 minutes long if you don't have very much time available, and if you only have 10 minutes in your day, then still you can get that workout done. However, if you have more time than that, you can extend it to the full 30 minutes. If you have longer than that, you can actually add extra components in and make it a longer workout. So that's the course that we have. In the 4-week course, we had so much good feedback. We had great results, just really lovely testimonials from people. I didn't even ask for them, they just kind of came in, and I was so happy to see them, that people have achieved with this. And some people even said, you know, I have quite a lot of local people that come to classes, and they said, when I can't make a class because I'm just too busy, I can do this instead, and then I don't feel guilty. And when if I get to the point that I'm in the right mindset now, that if I do have a day where I don't manage to get it done, that's where the guilt kicks in. You know, you're in the right mindset, ready to do it. It's just like now, if I went and ate at McDonald's, I'd feel really guilty about it. So the course has all of this accountability, the 12-week course. So we've got content in there, fitness diaries, goal setting tasks, exercise checklists, all these bits and bobs that help you stay in the right mindset to achieve. However, this is our big launch. This is the biggest course I've ever launched, and it's only my 2nd course. And it's 2018. It's my big year for getting fit and healthy, and I really want to help other people get that as well. So I am throwing in something to give you guessed it, accountability. So, if for anyone that signs up for our new course on or before the 8th of January, I'm going to be giving you access to our little closed Facebook group purely for those on HIIT at Home, the 12-week challenge. So it's just our own little accountability group. From there, I'm going to give you support, I'm going to give you motivation, I'm going to hold you all accountable. And I'm going to give you a butt kicking if you need it. If you're not getting it done, I'm going to make sure that I can push you a little bit further just to ensure that you are getting this done. And I think this is a really important thing. As I said, this can happen at any time of the year. It doesn't have to be New Year. However, how many people are feeling pumped and motivated right now in your first week of January? So just go for it. Jump on, join in with it, get it done. It's 12 weeks long. Now that actually takes you up to the final day is going to be Easter Sunday. So if you can get that implemented and worked in by Easter Sunday, you then have the rest of the year to carry on with it. This is something that you sign on to once and you get lifetime access to. And this is something as well that if you can work that active lifestyle in and you get used to the amount of exercise that you're doing, then surely you're going to carry on with that. I think that's really, really key. So if you want to boost your health and fitness in 2018, here is your 95%. So going through those stats that we had before, 10%, you get the idea for it. You have the idea that you want to make this change. So thinking about your fitness. 40%, having the deadline. So signing on to the 12-week challenge, you have your deadline there of 12 weeks. 50%, having that plan. If you're 50% likely to get it, if you have a plan together. I have planned your full 12 weeks. And not only have I done that, I give you tips and tricks and ways to implement your exercise into your daily routine. So if you're finding that you're just too busy for it, I've got all the top tips there just to get you ready to work it into that day. 65%, if you tell someone about it, if you voice it to somebody else. So by signing on, I'm going to contact you straight away. You voice it to me, I'm going to put you straight into the Facebook group. You can voice your goals to everyone else there. Also, I'm going to push you to try and voice it to partners, parents, friends, children, aunties and uncles, anyone you can, so everyone knows that you are on this big fitness boost. Then 95%. If you have accountability, you are 95% more likely to reach your goals. So whether that's your goals, your resolutions, your dreams, have that accountability there. That's where the Facebook group sits. So you need a Facebook account to be part of this accountability group. You're all on Facebook right now. That's the job done. I can add you into that straight away. So everyone needs to be fit and healthy. Everyone could do with a bit more health and fitness in their life. So you need that so that you can stay healthy, so that you can do everything that you want to do, so that you can keep yourself active, so that your body doesn't seize up, so we're reducing that risk of illnesses and all kinds of different illnesses and diseases. So much prevention there. Everyone needs this. So if you think this is a really, really good deal, and I'm going to give you the deal just now, hit the share button. Please, please, please hit share and let other people know about this really good deal and how they can be fit and healthy. Everyone needs more fitness and more health in their life. So I'm going to put the link in the comments to our course. Now our course has been valued at £197, and this is something I'm really proud of, that I could manage to reach something of that kind of really good stature. However, I want to drop this down for all of my followers. If anyone just stumbled across it, they'd pay £197. However, for you, I'm dropping it down to £97. So you're getting a full £100 off, and when you break that down, your 12 weeks, it's £8 a week, and I really can't do better than that. That's really the best deal that I could possibly do. So it's worth it. All you have to do is to get that £97 price is when you click on the link, just write in the coupon code 12WC. So 12WC, 12-week challenge, and that will drop it down. Take that £100 off, take it to £97. So remember, you need to do that either on or before the 8th, so that's this Monday, to be able to get that accountability group. I'm only opening up the accountability group for these next 4 days, and then after that, of course, you can jump in, join and do the course, but you won't get the accountability group. So it's really worth doing it within the next couple of days, and I think that's where we're going to be the most pumped to get the most out of the course. So yes, please, 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 if you're feeling you need more health and fitness in your 2018, you have those high goals, they're set really high, come and join us. It's worth it, I pinky promise you. So just a little recap there. We've talked all things accountability. We've talked about your different probabilities of being able to reach your goal, how accountability helps, the steps you take into place to be able to hold yourself accountable, why you should do that while you're motivated, so that when that motivation dwindles, you're more likely to stay on track. Nikki, I tried yesterday with the early bird code, but it didn't work. Maybe I did something wrong. Nikki, I'll put on a different code and I will message you specifically. I will do that within the next 5 to 10 minutes so that you, because I knew you were talking about the early bird, we had a little chat about it. So specifically just for you, I will send you a special code. So I'll do that in just the next 5 to 10 minutes. So we talked about the things that you can do, particularly for your health and fitness, your measurements, your photos, taking everything out the fridge. I told you everything that I've done to keep myself accountable. And I hope that's helped you. Then we talked about accountability, working that into our new course. So making sure that we are getting ourselves accountable into Hit It Home, the 12-week challenge. I am giving you all that accountability. That's not something I did for my previous course. I'm giving you £100 off the price, and then I'm giving you that accountability there as well. So, that is there for you to take. So, if you think that was a really good talk today, and that other people need that accountability, someone that goes, oh yeah, I should really do that. Talk about the should, and then talk about the want. Oh, thanks, Louise, you are most welcome. Oh, Nikki says I'm a star. No, you're most welcome, Nikki. Yeah, that's absolutely fine, and I'm more than happy to do this for you, and I'm adding in that accountability. As I said, it is only till Monday, so have a little think about it. Don't think too long, act a bit quicker. So thank you very much for joining me. I have no idea how long I've rambled on for. Oh, good half an hour, well done me. I've been trying to work up to a half an hour. Yes, she can talk for 30 minutes. Though why is that not a surprise? So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that I can see you in a workout soon, whether that's locally, whether that's in the K-Fit Club, or whether that's in our Hit It Home 12-week challenge. So yes, if you have any questions, please pop them in the comments. Let me know and I can get it all sorted for you. And let's make 2018 the year that we all achieve. I'm here, I'm accountable for what I'm doing. I've given you my accountability, so I want you to give that back to me. I'm going to give you as much as I can. So thank you very much. Hope you have a fab weekend. I'll speak to you really, really soon. But as I said, any comments, anything I've missed, any questions, just pop them in the comments and I'll get back to you. I'm going to go and put that link in the comments now. Thanks guys, bye.